It's November. That can mean only one thing. It's time for the third annual Heels and Quads Wrestling Podcast Hall of Fame Induction Ceremony. Live from Montego Bay, Jamaica. With the stars, Tommy, Walter, Levi Zindel, Alf, Don Knotts, Rodney Dangerfield, RJ City, B. Arthur. We watched a movie. Uncle Bobby Ferguson and Sex Ferguson. It's the Heels and Quads third annual Wrestling Podcast Hall of Fame Induction Ceremony, and it starts right now.
All right, everybody, what's up, and welcome back to the Heels and Quads Wrestling Podcast. In today's edition, well, the return edition of the Heels and Quads Wrestling Podcast. You haven't seen us in weeks. We've been doing other things, and if you keep up with us, you know what that is. We're here for the third annual Heels and Quads Wrestling Podcast Hall of Fame Induction Ceremony. As you can see, I'm sitting on the beach here. This is
Montego Bay, Jamaica. I am inside the Cinnamon Ballroom at the Hilton here in Montego Bay, Jamaica. Levi's on site on the beach, getting ready the induction of Sex Ferguson.
Induction ceremony. Woo!
Woo!
Whoa! Boy, I'm just styling and profiling down here at the beach in my camouflage, and I'm excited about the Hall of Fame induction ceremony.
Who isn't? I mean, we've waited a year. Everybody's waited a year. This is always one of the biggest shows for us of the year because it's so over the top and ridiculous.
Huge buy rate, too.
Yeah. Oh, we do huge buy
fucking
rate.
Buy rate.
Like, if Fight TV aired this, they'd be where they were for the Tyson fight this past weekend. Like times 8.
And I mean, let's be real, it would outsell Talkin' Shop-A-Mania because
whoa, I don't know.
It would. And the second one underperformed the first one. So we would definitely outsell the second one.
Most of it's Rockies.
Shout out to that's very true. Shout out to our boys over at Talkin' Shop.
Yes. And if you haven't heard, because we haven't been on here since we started that show, patreon.com/talkinshop. We are now the co-host of Talkin' Shop After Show.
Yes, that's right.
I guess we've all decided officially it is now called Mark's After Dark. Which
this week I was not able to be there, so Tommy and Rocky, they kept the ship just a rolling straight down the ocean.
And you had to take the red eye last night to get here.
I had to take the red eye because I was at my shoot job because this is still not paying me enough. So that's why I'm here on the beach. I took the red eye flight. My eyes were red. It's like that Red Eye movie where that dude tries to kill that chick on the plane, except I just slept the whole way because I was exhausted.
And I took the Heels and Quads private plane, so Levi had to charter a jet.
He big-leagued me.
I took the private plane because I was like, I'm getting there early. I'm partying the whole time. I'm getting hammered.
But the company, the Heels and Quads company paid for...
We put it on the company card.
Yes, we put it on the company card, so that way we could be here today.
But if you want to help us pay our monthly dues for a credit card, you can go to patreon.com/Heels and Quads.
These plane tickets weren't cheap.
ProWrestlingTees.com/Heels and Quads.
Collar and bow.
Collar and elbow. Brand.com.
Yeah.
Coupon code Heels and Quads.
And okay. That's a checkout saves you 10% on your order. Oh my God, there's a Black Friday sale. I don't know if it ended, but we might be on a Cyber Monday sale.
We're probably on a Cyber Monday ski sale.
Everybody's on Cyber Monday. Hey, and also, shout out to anybody who listens to this. Well, not really a shout out. It's just me. I'm going to do a little e-begging here. If somebody wants to send me a PS5 or an Xbox Series X, I would really appreciate that.
That's the
also,
thing.
If somebody...
Nobody can get one.
No.
Except for the fucking scalpers, dude.
Everywhere. You know what?
On eBay and pay fucking $17,000 for one. 17 grand.
Oh yeah, dude, it's ridiculous. I hope that those motherfuckers get stuck with the 30 PlayStations and the 30 Xboxes they bought, because when they become readily available, see, that's how you do it, people. If you're listening to this, listen to all the YouTubers and stuff right now, don't buy them. Don't let the scalpers win this.
Just
get yourself wait and get one for $500 when it comes out, instead of fucking 12 or 17,000, 50,000, whatever they're selling.
Because in about 3 months, which you can wait, it's not going to be that great anyways. They're going to have bugs out the wazoo. I guarantee it.
Mm-hmm.
Sony,
and then in 2 years there'll be a
Microsoft.
Slim.
If you want to sponsor the show, I'll take that back. But they're going to have bugs.
Yeah.
So I'd wait, and I told the kids we're waiting until like the summer.
Yeah, it said April. It should be.
Okay, so
I just want to be able to walk
time.
into the store.
Wait till
and
tax
see
time
one.
and get one.
I want to be able to walk into the store and see it and be like, let's buy it. It's in my house budget for buying my house.
I just want to have like the person at Walmart open the case, put it in my cart, and then say, you know what, I really don't want it because I don't have the money for it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So if you want to give me some money so I can not put stuff back, because I'm a habitual putter backer of items of stuff.
Do you do that a lot?
Stuff that I want. If it's for like the kids or Amanda, I keep it in the cart. But if it's for me, I put it back. Like,
the habitual Indian giver wing is Tommy Walter this year.
Indian giver? Just to Walmart.
Well, okay. The habitual Walmart Indian giver wing is
Native
Tommy
American.
Walter. Excuse me. The habitual Washington football team
giver
backer to Walmarter wing is Tommy Walter. That's our first inductee.
Thank you.
Today.
Thank you, everybody. I just want to thank, first of all, I want to give it up to Big.
All right, let's move on to the next wing. So let's move on to the first one. Why not? That's what we're here for today, right? The first wing is the Instagram wing.
Several wings.
Oh, many, many wings. Many wings. See, I got my
chair
chair out here on the beach.
Let me tell you something, Levi. You haven't seen wings like this. Wings like this didn't exist before us.
Oh, no. Except for the celebrity wing.
Well, yeah. But we don't talk about that. That's in New York. We're in Jamaica.
Schwarzenegger. Jesus, pal, look at him. He's such a Terminator.
I know you want to see my kids graduate and everything, but Jesus, take it easy, pal. All right, so the first wing. Tommy, I'm going to let you take this one. I think this is your guy here. Well, he's my guy too, but you can take this one.
I think he's everybody's guy, for the most part.
Yeah.
Then there's people that are like,
well, the second wing is mostly my guy.
Him. So. All right, so last year, the Instagram wing, we inducted the Machine Gun Carl Anderson. The Instagram wing is not necessarily just Instagram, though. It's more of a social media.
The social media wing.
What you've given to social media over the last 365 days since the last Hall of Fame. And I personally think nobody has done it better than the demo god Kris Jericho. Be it Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. You can throw YouTube on there with the Saturday night on
Saturday
YouTube.
Night Special, isn't it?
Saturday Night Special, yeah. I almost said Saturday Night's all right for fighting, but I mean, that should be a pay-per-view someday.
Saturday Night's all right for fighting wing. Pay-per-view. Inductee.
Saturday.
Mike Tyson.
Elton John. The Rockettes. Okay, anyways. So yeah, Kris Jericho. I think nobody deserves to be put in this wing more than Kris Jericho. Other than me. Because I work. It's called work, Levi.
Networking, baby. Networking.
What's the best tweet of the year? You actually probably should have gotten this more than Jericho just for that tweet.
I should get tweet of the year wing. Is Levi's in the. We'll do that.
We'll do that next year. Tweet of the year. So if you have a good tweet it to us, and maybe you can get tweet of the year.
Tweet of the year wing.
Wing. Fourth
There's
annual.
no payday. There's no payday. There's no trophy.
Paid? The only person that got paid today was Sex Ferguson. That's because he big leagued the shit out of us.
Well, and we'll fly you guys down here to Montego Bay, or next year we'll be. You know what? Next year I'm picking the location.
Okay,
I think we're going to Germany next year.
To Deutschland?
Yes.
Ich liebe dich.
I was thinking of Rammstein. Hey, and if we're in Germany next year,
Music
Rammstein
wing.
gets the yes.
Or David Hasselhoff.
I love Rammstein.
David Hasselhoff gets the wing, the hog man.
Hasselhoff. Yeah, the drunk hog man eating a cheeseburger wing.
This is Ann Mess. That's Dude, I want to watch
so
that video
good,
now. I haven't seen it
it's
so
so
long.
good. I love that. So yeah, first wing inductee. He big leagued us and did not want to come down here to do a speech.
He's a demo god. I mean, did anybody
this is not his demo.
Right. When we made the announcement that we were inducting Jericho into the Instagram wing, nobody thought he was going to show up. And
No,
he didn't. So we would like to accept this induction on his behalf.
I'll put it in my trophy case and wait for Chris Jericho to come get it someday. The demo god wing of Instagram. What was that? You are beautiful on the inside. You are innocence personified. And I will drag you down and send you away. Bum 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 bow. All right.
I thought maybe he'd just pop into the Zoom since we sang a little bit of Judas, but he didn't. So,
all right. So the next wing, we're moving quick here today. The next wing is the music wing, maybe even the metal mascot wing. But this is one of my idols, one of my heroes, and someone who the mascot that he's the band for is a big influence on my life. My favorite band of all time. Some of you might know what's coming if you've been a long time listener. The band that is the reason I like the music I do, the band that skyrocketed me into playing music and just loving it. Iron Maiden's mascot, Eddie the Head. Eddie. You people should know who Eddie is. And if you don't, you should Google it. You should listen to Iron Maiden. I will be accepting this on behalf of Eddie because he is, I think, in the studio working on a new album possibly, or he's on stage floating around somewhere. Eddie's a busy guy.
He is.
He's always on the road. He's always doing stuff. Oh, of course he did. He didn't even answer.
He might be on the plane with Bruce.
He might be on the Flight 666 airline, the Boeing 747 that Bruce Dickinson flies. So, on behalf of Iron Maiden, on behalf of Eddie the Head, I accept the award for my favorite metal band, my favorite mascot, if you will, Eddie from Iron Maiden. Thank you, Eddie. Thank you so much for what you've done.
You should cover that one next.
Dude, Iron Maiden's tough. Their music is very tough. And it's like, I don't know, maybe I'm just not that good at guitar, but there's only a few songs I can learn of theirs. There's just a lot of things going on in their music, but I love it. That's why I love it. 3 guitarists, Steve Harris galloping on bass. Bruce's voice is just oof. Bruce's voice makes me blow wads in my pants. So
he makes you shoot the white squid ink
at 3 a.m. or whenever I listen. Sometimes it's on the way to work. But anyways, Eddie, music wing mascot, metal mascot of the century. Let's put it that way. Maybe up next is Vic Rattlehead from Megadeth. Maybe Motorhead. You know, we could go all kinds of ways here. So
we could go The Fiend. That's not in WWE from Misfits.
From Misfits, yes, that's right. There's a lot of. We'll have the metal mascot wing. It's going to grow over the years. Yeah. So there we go. Well, it's our 3rd Hall of Fame, so we're
pros now.
We've come into our own, yeah. So up next, I think you can take the lead on this one because you know a little more about it than I do.
Oh, are you talking about the hog person wing?
But yeah, the hog man. I guess we can both take the lead on this one.
Yeah.
Who did we decide on? Oh, that's right. Yeah. He couldn't make it.
He couldn't make it. He's been stricken with jaundice.
Yes.
We're talking about a little character that you haven't even seen yet. His name is John Dice.
John Dice, did you make? Can you? I'm getting the. He's not here. He's in the. Yeah. Beach. Dance. When here he comes, he's got a towel on his head to hide his yellow face. He's coming. And it's to drink some water today, baby.
He's got gout too.
He's got gout. He's been stricken with so many problems. If you experience yellowing of the skin and diarrhea and chills and a fever, you might be John Dice.
Do you or someone you know suffer from mesothelioma? Have you or someone you know died from mesothelioma? Contact us now. You may be entitled to a settlement.
You know, I used to see that commercial a lot when I was watching TNA for some reason.
Yeah,
when it was on like local access.
They
TV.
do it a lot on Ring of Honor now too.
Yeah, it's like one of those channels. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like when TNA used to be on those channels, I used to always see that, and then the thing about the lawyer dudes or whatever, Herbert Sachs or whatever,
Herbert.
or Mustaine,
Tolbert Beetle Musgrave.
Muskrat, yeah, Musgrave, Tolbert Beetle and Musgrave, yeah, that's the one.
Tolbert Beetle and Muskrat.
Tolbert Beetle and Muskrat are going to the lawyer wing of the Hall of Fame. They're gonna go in the lawyer wing.
Tolbert Beetle and Muskrat.
Tolbert Beetle and Musgrave. If you or a loved one have any issues, just call Tolbert Beetle and Musgrave. 1-800 Beetle and Musgrave. That's a long fucking phone number. You can text it too.
I've got 17 too many numbers.
There's so many numbers in this. Beep, 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 beep.
What are you calling from one of those old fucking flip phones?
Yeah. Well, it's T9 texting.
Yeah,
so
that's what I can remember.
You can also text Tolbert Beetle and Musgrave.
You can text us right now at prowrestlingtees.com/heels and quads.
There it is. There it is. All right. So, anyways, yeah, that's John Dice is in the Hogman wing.
That was a belly laugher.
That was that. Slap in the leg. Slap in the leg. All right. I had a lot of coffee this morning, so.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Smoke meth on the weekend, baby.
Don't.
This dude tried to bum a cigarette off me yesterday, and I'm pretty sure he was on meth.
Yeah. Can you get
a cigarette? Because I just gotta have one before I see my kids. I don't want my kids to know that I'm smoking cigarettes. Because it's a bad example for them. I was like, I don't smoke.
Man.
Yeah, he was going off the rails, and I was like, I don't fucking know anything about this. Yeah, I just want a cigarette because I gotta have one before I see my kids, man. So I just set a bad example for him. You know what I mean? Thanks, man. Have a blessed day. And then he walked off.
Hey man, can I borrow a cigarette? That's my favorite.
Oh yeah. When do you think you'll get that back to me?
and it's always right after you're walking out of the gas station too. Like you're
there's that dude that's hanging out front. Yeah. Because then you can't say no.
Well, no, I'm always like, sorry, man, it's my last one.
Yeah, I love that.
Unwrapping it.
I love that I say I don't smoke.
Yeah, it's a good
That's the
feeling.
best. Yeah, because if they don't believe you, you can be like, okay, well, I don't. So
okay, smell me.
I have pooches if you want one of those, and then I throw the pouch and make them go chase it. Run, motherfucker! Run, Homer! Run! Seven Hills called. They want their fucking brother back.
Tell him to get out of that trash can.
Get out of that trash can. The get out of the trash can wing is Homer from the dumpster. Homer 316 says, I just ate your trash. Homer 316 says, I just took your trash. There's cat shit in there. I took that too.
I ate that shit. Litter and all.
Litter and all. It was crunchy. It's like a little ice cream, frozen yogurt treat, except it's warm.
This is out of control and ridiculous.
All right. Well, it's the Hall of Fame. It's BuzzFeed.
We let loose.
Yeah. Why not? We also haven't been on here in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So.
We don't remember how to do this. We need somebody to steer the ship.
The Steer the Ship Award goes to Emilio! Hey!
This year, we're inducting into the first ever inductee wing of the Cobb salad wing of the chef salad of the Cobb salad. They're different.
They're different.
Tell us the difference between a Cobb salad and a chef salad.
The difference between a Cobb salad and a chef salad. So a Cobb, you're typically going to see blue cheese, bacon, bacon bits, egg, cucumber, tomato, put green onion on it, or onion, but fuck onion.
Yeah,
and
you don't need that. Bad breath.
Chicken usually, because people love chicken on their Cobb. A chef salad, on the other hand, comes with ham, turkey, sliced cheese, but you chop it up and put it on there, egg, and I've seen people put olives on. I mean, people have their varieties. The ones that I've done in the past had olives on it, but chef salad is a little outdated for me to do on my menu. So I do have a Cobb on it. It is a fan favorite, but I also have an Asian sesame salad. That's a big fan favorite, and a wedge. But today we're not here to talk about my salads. We're here to talk about, one of my salads, the Cobb salad.
So,
and the inductee.
This year's inductee into the Cobb salad wing actually sent in a little clip. Well, it's from his show on YouTube, RJ City making coffee in his underwear. But we had some fans go on that show and ask him to give a speech. So, RJ City, you can get your Cobb salad if you go to Levi's shoot job, and I'm sure he will be more than happy to prepare you a Cobb salad. And if he makes you pay for it, I'll PayPal him some money and I'll take care of it.
It's like $10 or $9, so you're good. It's you know what? I'll cover the bill.
You'll comp the bill.
Yeah, I'll comp it. I think I can factor it into food cost. So,
but you have to leave a tip, RJ.
You have to leave a tip. Well,
no, yes. He'll comp that too.
Yeah, of course. I'll comp the tip. I'll cover the tip. I'll give a 120% tip.
You'll just serve it. That way you don't have to worry about.
Yes! And you let me know what dressing you want. I have a variety to choose from.
Let them know your dressings.
Well, of course, you got ranch, because everybody loves ranch.
I bet the guy yesterday that tried to bum the smoke off of you likes ranch.
Well, when he's not tweaked out and he's hungry, yes, of course.
Well, after he's cleaned 37 houses, he's going to work up an appetite.
Well, he's got to take a nap first because he's been up for 72 hours. So maybe more. Depends if he's a shooter, a snorter, a smoker. I don't know. There's all kinds of them. But anyways, ranch, blue cheese. You can have the mandarin sesame dressing. Ooh. You can have raspberry vinaigrette, balsamic vinaigrette. You can have that, of course. Italian. What else do I got? Caesar, which doesn't, you can put that on there if you're one of those people. And let's see. I got a cilantro lime vinaigrette.
Ooh.
I have a chipotle ranch.
Ooh.
I have a honey sriracha.
Ah.
I have a cilantro lime aioli, which is more of a carne asada taco sauce.
Yeah, I was going to say that's more of a drizzle.
People order it. Or you can be like this one guy who likes to get salsa as his dressing for his Cobb salad. Yeah.
Those people. If you're one of those people, just turn this off. If you put salsa on your salad, turn this off. Unless it's a taco salad.
Morning, everyone. It's a leg-based wrestling podcast. Who's got the best leg scissors in the biz? Heels and quads are here. RJ, congratulations on being inducted into the Hall of Fame, the Cobb Salad Wing. Who would you like to thank other than me? Well, since nobody's given me one fucking Cobb salad, nobody. It's a real, it's a Hall of Fame in theory only.
Well, there you hear it. You heard it from RJ City himself. He is obviously ecstatic to be inducted into the Cobb Salad Wing of the Heels and Quads Wrestling Podcast Hall of Fame, the third annual Heels and Quads Wrestling Podcast Hall of Fame. So up next, we have just the regular wing, right?
Yeah, the only regular inductees this year.
The only regular inductees this year. These guys have been very good to us. They helped us get over a little bit. They have a really good YouTube channel I enjoy. We watched a movie. You might know what's coming. Wham! We watched a movie. Check out their YouTube. Subscribe to their podcast, their YouTube. Check out slashandcast.net because that has all of our brethren podcasts on it. I'll give a little shout out to them at the end. And yeah, we watched the movies on there. Also, his
Mike and Katie, just like the movies. Also, I guess that she kind of goes in with that. I mean, she's his wife.
She's part of
it. So
yeah.
she's technically. She's under that Wham umbrella, so she can go into.
What about Jay Ski? Does he have a wife?
No, he is currently dating a lady.
Well, whoever his lady is that he's dating, she also gets to go into the wing.
Well, if she sticks around.
That's right. Swipe right, Jay. Swipe right. Or swipe left. Depends how you're feeling. Be like Emilio. Balls deep, Jay. All right. Well, so anyways, our boys, we watched the movie. We'd like to personally, I know I speak on behalf of Tommy as well, but we'd like to thank you guys for all you've done for us because legit, you guys done some cool shit for us, man. You helped us get over. You kind of took us out of a place where we were just like, fuck this. This is not going anywhere. Yeah.
We were done with the podcast.
You guys came along. Yeah. Tommy was networking as per usual, #networking on Twitter, and spoke to you guys. And you were like, hey, we'll help you get over. And you guys talk about horror movies, Halloween and Friday the 13th, stuff like that, which obviously I love. I watch them all year round. And yeah, you guys have been very good to us. So we appreciate that. So that's why you get to go into the Heels and Quads Wrestling Podcast Hall of Fame. Just
the highest honor.
The highest honor.
It's one thing to get in a wing, but when you go in the regular wing, it means that much more. And you'll see they sent in a speech. Obviously, they couldn't be here. Obviously, a lot of people couldn't make it other than Sex Ferguson because it's
COVID.
We know what's going on, worldwide pandemic and everything. So, but it was sweet of them to send in a video. I personally emailed Mike and told him that we were putting them in the Hall of Fame. And he said, do we get a belt? And I said, absolutely fucking not. What do you think I am? A belt?
Did he really say, do we get a belt?
Yeah. And I actually kind of thought about it.
Now I feel bad.
Now I kind of want to send him a belt.
Yeah, I know. I do.
But like a cheap Walmart one. And just we
can see. Let me recover from buying this house. And then
Patreon.com/heelsandquads, ProWrestlingTees.com/heelsandquads. And then we'll start getting the inductees a belt.
And use all those coupon codes too. All that money will go towards
if
getting
you're watching
these guys
this,
a belt.
you've heard the coupon codes 100,000 fucking times.
Yeah,
actually,
we'll get a tweet that's like, hey, what's that coupon code again?
I think 200.
Are you actually going to buy something?
48 times. How many? What episode is this? I don't even remember.
I don't know, man. You do all the work. I just show up.
It's called work. This is episode 238 of the Heels and Quads Wrestling Podcast.
238. And it's our 3-year anniversary, basically. It's basically our 3-year anniversary show.
Next year, I really think we should put the wives in the Hall of Fame.
The wife wing.
The wife wing. 2 inductees.
Yes. The Till Death Do Us Part wing. There we go.
Ooh,
that's
that's
a good
Till
wing.
Death Do
for
Us
better
Part
or for
wing.
worse wing.
For better or for worse wing. It has all kinds of names.
Yeah. But we'll make it a really long, drawn out. Do you take this as your wife, for better or worse, thick and thin?
If you leave me, you don't get half wing.
Yeah. You will sign a prenup wing, because I'm
late for that.
Full of money. Yeah, I know. I kind of screwed up on that.
We screwed the pooch on that.
I think she's planning on taking my money.
Well, see, I married Amanda before the podcast started. So once all that money started rolling in, she's like, all she sees is dollar signs.
Yeah, that's big money. The Hall of Fame generates a lot of money too. So
it's the biggest event of the year.
And we're without a crowd, obviously, but we couldn't
let people in. But I'm gonna fake crowd noise over this.
Oh, of course.
Don't worry.
Yeah, well, it's not fake. It's real.
Well, we're in the
Thunderdome.
We're in the Heels and Quads
Thunderdome.
Well, I was trying to think of a better name than Thunderdome.
Lightning Dome. Lightning House.
Lighthouse.
The Heels and Quads Lighthouse on the beach. There we go. We'll figure it out.
Nice. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. So we watched the movie.
Mike and Jay.
Mike and Jay.
We love you guys. Take it away.
Thank you very much.
Well, here we are. We have made it into the annals, and I mean annals, of history. Heels and Quads podcast, thank you guys for admitting us into your Quinto Ocho White Dragon, White Devil.
Finally, we fucked our way to the top. Living in the Hall of Fame.
I was going with
And
living on the edge.
And everyone's gonna know our name.
Living in an elevator.
Hey, thank you guys so much for putting us in your Hall of Fame. It's better than being on the Hall of Shame, because that's usually what happens to the bitch that walks down the steps at a frat house that the guy just banged one night only, and she does that with her smeared mascara, like, I just thought he was a good dude, and then she runs out the door. But wow,
The only other Hall of Fame we're in is the Alcohol Hall of Fame, and
we're
proud of that too.
We're actually honorary members.
We worked hard for that. But Heels and Quads, you guys are awesome. You guys are our favorite fucking wrestling fucking show ever. And you're also good dudes, great kissers, great in bed, and we love you. So
I love those guys. Guess what? I feel like I want to give you a Papa Shango hug, where I'm gonna do a weird voodoo, and then I'm gonna go.
is that the one where you spread your butt cheeks?
No, I don't know.
And say I eat.
I love Papa Shango, but Kamala, maybe it was Kamala, I don't know. But one of those motherfuckers with like face paint.
Yeah.
Papa Shango was the voodoo king. I'm gonna say Papa Shango. I'm gonna Papa Shango sex you up. I'm gonna sex you up.
We love you guys. Thanks a lot.
man.
We appreciate it.
All right. That's the speech from Mike and Jay.
Actually, the first time that I interacted with them was like October of last year, and then I interviewed them in November of last year. So it was like right before. I think it was the show before the Hall of Fame, actually, because I think I talked about the Hall of Fame.
Oh, okay.
And then I think I even said, if this goes over well, maybe we'll put you guys in next year. And look, I'm a man of my word.
They made it big. A couple hundred more subscribers coming your way, boys.
Yeah, look out.
All right. Well, last but not least, we have a very special wing. This is a new wing, but it is the headline inductee. Well, kind of. This is the Ballsack wing. And the one and only person that could go into this is, of course, Sex Ferguson.
Well, there were two, but the other one big leagued us. Chad Too Bad. Lack
Sex
of
Ferguson.
Ballsack, brethren.
Yeah, because they got ripped off by the Cock Torture World, or the CWO.
Well, they got ripped off by the Powers of Pain.
Excuse me.
But the Karate Man was involved.
I need to get my
in the
facts
CWO.
straight.
I mean, it's the Talking Shop universe. I mean, it's tough to follow sometimes.
There's a lot of stuff going. There's a lot of moving parts there.
And we're not even close to being done with this. This is it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
But it's great. Go to the Fight app. If you haven't seen Talking Shop Mania 1 and 2, go to the Fight app and purchase Talking Shop Mania 1, Talking Shop Mania 2, and GallowsandAnderson.com for all your Good Brothers merchandise, and Rocky Romero merch for all your little cute hoot merch. 40% off, I think, through today. Or tomorrow.
little Cyber Monday action going on for the Good Brothers.
All right. So here to induct the legendary, the icon, wrestling legend and captain, Sex Ferguson. Who better to induct him than the guy who taught him about gas station dick pills, fighting, and fucking? And he'll tell you how you teach your nephew how to fuck. It's his uncle, Uncle Bobby Ferguson.
Take it away, Bobby.
I'd like to thank everybody for coming out here to Ferguson Acres as I induct my nephew, Sex Ferguson, into this shitty Hall of Fame. Can't believe he'd take this. Son of a bitch, he'd take anything that ain't bolted down. But nonetheless, I digress. Ha, that rhymed a little bit. I'd like to thank the folks here, the Hills and Quads, for allowing me to do this from Ferguson Acres. Not because of some pandemic, but mainly because my ankle bracelet goes off after 50 miles. That Levi feller, he's got a name like a glass of wine, Zinfandel. Mr. Tommy Walter. I'd like to thank those fine folks. I'd like to take you back to my nephew's teenage years, where he earned the name and the reputation of Sex. As his uncle, and the fact his father wasn't around to do these things, I had to take the task of teaching my nephew the important things in life. Fighting, driving in parallel parking, and fucking. At the age of 15, I taught my nephew how to fight. After 32 concussions, 100 broken bones, he finally learned to move the fuck out of the way. Boy, he was a terrible fighter. Not as terrible as Talking Shop-A-Mania that you can get on the Fight app, but terrible nonetheless. At the age of 16, I was left with the task of teaching him how to drive and parallel park a vehicle. That boy has no eye-hand coordination. After 4.5 months, and 3 vehicles later, he was now a master at learning how to drive. If you go watch Talking Shop-A-Mania 2 on the Fight app, you can see some of his skilled driving. He might have been slightly intoxicated. I will not confirm or deny this. At the age of 18, and the most important thing in life, fucking. Yes! Now, many of you are going to ask how an uncle teaches a nephew how to fuck. Well, I'm glad you asked. Back in my day, we had this place called a video store. The good ones had good videos. And by good videos, I mean the ones with naked women. If you're into the naked men, that's on you. There's nothing wrong with that, but we got the ones with the naked women. First off, we would stop at the corner store, and this is very important when you're a Ferguson. You get yourself some of those gas station dick pills that makes the soldier stand tall. And some cheap hooch. You don't waste the expensive stuff on a woman that you're only going to spend one night with. Who bought that shit? After 4 days of countless dick pills, cheap hooch, and amazing videos, I put my nephew on a plane to Las Vegas, Nevada, where we got us ladies of the night. And I allowed him to pick out his first lady of the night. Her name was Dee Dee. From this point on, we'll just call her Double D. And boy, was she a lady. Aww. And this, my friends, is where he earned the name Sex. This woman would never stop calling him. And that's how you know you got him, if they don't stop calling. She would call because she had an itch. I told my nephew, go see a doctor. She can get her own. She called and she said she can't walk. Well, of course you can't walk. You had sex with a Ferguson. You'll get over that in a couple days. You'll be back up and walking. But that third phone call, and I don't know if there were any after this, because he took that most important advice. She said she has a baby on the way. And I told him, the important thing here is you don't go back to Vegas for a little while and change those phone numbers. You, kid, are now a master coxman of sex, and no longer just a masturbator. So at this time, joining the demo god Chris Jericho in the Instagram wing, RJ City in the Cobb Salad wing, I would now like to welcome my nephew, Sex Ferguson, into the Heels and Quads Shitty Hall of Fame. And the lady that said all she got was a wrinkled up 8x10 of my nephew, let me tell you now, you got a wrinkled up 8x10 of a Hall of Famer, bitch.
All right. Well, from Bobby to you to Sex Ferguson, here is none other than the good brother, the ball sack wing, first ever ball sack wing inductee.
The brother of brothers.
Gas station dick pill eating, beer swigging, hoot whiskey guzzling, Sex Ferguson.
He's a grizzled young vet. He's a grizzled young vet. He's worked so many towns that sometimes he forgets. Doesn't matter his curtain jerking or the main event. Cause he's a grizzled young vet. He's a grizzled young vet.
Wrestling legend Sex Ferguson here for the Heels and Quads Hall of Fame. Should be called the Hall of fucking Lame. Better yet, the hallowed halls of Sex fucking Ferguson, a dangerous alcoholic who's worked for every territory. I worked for Oates and Graham, then Jared McMahon, but I lost my big push because of the steroid ban. I'm a prince of over-the-counter pecker pill popping, buddy, and this award don't mean shit to me because I ain't got an envelope I can snort shit through full of cash money for my fucking pay so I can get even more fucked up. Heels and Quads, fuck you, buddy, and your Hall of Fame.
There it is. Sex Ferguson is in the ball sack wing of the Hall of Fame. Whoa, it has been a big day out here on the beach for me, you, and the Cinnamon Ballroom. There's a Cinnamon Ballroom in this place too? Is it always the Cinnamon Ballroom?
No.
Oh, okay. It was the Cinnamon Ballroom last year, I thought.
I had booked this for us in like January.
Maybe that's why I'm thinking it was the Cinnamon Ballroom last
year. It
was
almost
too.
A year ago.
Yeah. Well, you got to book the Hall of Fame early.
Well, I mean, it's Jamaica. I didn't know there was going to be a worldwide pandemic in January, so.
Well, no, I didn't know that. It was just kind of starting to rear its ugly face then, and then it took off, so.
But we'd like to thank all the people here at the Hilton in the Cinnamon Ballroom on the beach, Montego Bay, Jamaica. Beautiful. Obviously, it's a beautiful day.
Have you been enjoying it out here? Yeah, the people are going, why?
Dude, it's like Bash at the Beach out there.
But Gary Stridham.
But it was not free.
No, of course not.
This was like $8,000 a ticket, I think, is what we charged. Well, we had to pay Sex Ferguson.
Yep.
His envelope.
He's taking 50%. Yeah.
His envelope was literally my kid's next 8 Christmas.
He's kind of like Uncle Terry Jean Balea, where if he's on a pay-per-view, he takes a percentage of that pay-per-view. So, this show would typically, last year, it was $59.99. This year, it's $64.99 because he takes that other percentage. So,
hang on. I'm hearing something from the truck.
Uh-oh. What's going on?
Apparently sex isn't the main event.
What?
Whoever's in the truck steering the ship just told me in my ear, sex is not the main event.
Well, that's definitely not Emilio steering the ship then.
They're telling me the podcast, wrestling podcast with a Hall of Fame wing? Is that what I... Hang on a second. Are you guys sure about this? We got a code blue. Hang on. Do we have time? Okay. Okay, we have time. We have time. Okay, so I've been told main eventing the 3rd annual Heels and Quads Wrestling Podcast Hall of Fame induction ceremony presented by Heels and Quads Wrestling Podcast. The wrestling podcast with a Hall of Fame wing. Heels and Quads Wrestling Podcast.
What?
3
Another
years. We got 3.
years in a
We have
row?
3 belts now. Fuck a ring. You don't want a little fucking rinky-dink Jostens ring. Jostens, if you want to sponsor the show. heelsandquads@gmail.com. I'm so excited. I can't believe it. I'm shocked. 3 fucking, oh my God.
I didn't see this coming.
Who else is a 3-time Hall of Famer?
Not Ric Flair, not Hulk Hogan, not Terry, not Triple H.
Sean isn't?
No, not Vince McMahon, not Sex Ferguson.
This is unbelievable.
Wow, three years in a row. I can't even. I'm speechless. I don't have a speech for this. This was unplanned.
Wait, one more. Uh-huh.
Oh, he's getting word from the truck. More word from the truck happening right now.
You're really steering the ship. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. Apparently there's a video package. So we don't even have to accept. There's a video package.
Oh, perfect. Cool. Because I didn't know we're going to require some extra payday money here.
And that's going to take the show out, a video package.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
No go home.
They're telling you to go ahead and do the slashing cast.
All right, we'll get that rolling. Yeah, totally.
I'm glad
that they're keeping the boat going because I didn't know what I was supposed to do. Yeah, I didn't know what I was supposed to do here.
Oh, Captain, my captain, guide me, steer this ship.
Slash and Cast Podcast Network. I'm talking about slashandcast.net. These are our brothers. They have us on their network. So let's talk a little bit about the shows you can listen to on here. As always, I like to give a little shout out to our brothers over there because they're all good brothers. They're all good horror brothers. They talk the good shit.
Not horror
and
brothers.
They walk the walk too.
Not to be confused with horror brothers.
Not the Amityville horror, the Amityville horror.
Let's go ahead and just say fuck it. This is going to be the podcast network wing.
There we go.
And we're going to put all these motherfuckers in the Hall of Fame.
They're all going in. You took the boat and went, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, I gave it a fucking 180. I cut, what is it? What do they call it? Seaboard? What's left and right on a ship? I don't know. I can't steer a ship.
I don't know. But let's talk about the Slash and Cast Podcast Network. They're now in the Podcast Network wing of the Heels and Quads Wrestling Podcast Hall of Fame. We got Make Every Death Count, the Silver Screen Scream Show, Slasher Cast, the Lane Shift, where things get freaky and geeky. Deaky. The Scream Queens, Bloody Date Night, Dead in Santa Carla, Eroticosaurus, Heels and Quads, established 2017. A Little Mad Podcast, Frightful Failures Podcast, We Watched a Movie Podcast, who are now Hall of Famers.
2-time Hall of Famers.
That's right.
Technically.
That's right. And one Hall of Fame ceremony. Just like the movies, we came from beneath the sea, so horrified. Must be a new one. It's Crystal Lake Podcast. Never mind. The logo changed.
Everybody's changing logos on the Slash and Cast Podcast Network.
Kill the Dead, Punk Rock Horror Podcast, Hunters Podcast, 3B Deep Cut Podcast, The Conjecturing, Trick or Treaters Podcast, The Sea Files, Apocalypse in Review, Slash and Cast, Murder Moose Podcast, The Hidden Station with Howling Dowling, and Reverie True Crime. So we got a couple new ones on there, and they're all inductees. They're all in the Heels and Quads Wrestling Podcast Hall of Fame at Montego Bay, Jamaica, Cinnamon Ballroom, at the beach. So be sure to check out slashandcast.net to listen to all of your favorite horror podcasts. All these guys do it right. Riley steers the ship over there. So
for now.
For now. until somebody else has to take over. No, nobody's taking Riley's spot. He
He's
was
great.
Leatherface on Halloween. Yeah, Riley's amazing. So shout out to him also for having us be a part of the Slashing Cast podcast network. We appreciate all these guys for what they do. We love
And girls.
horror.
And girls.
Yes. Sorry, PC. Guys
2020.
and girls.
2020.
Well, sometimes I see girls and I'm like, what are you guys doing? They don't get offended by it.
See,
But,
I don't like that.
it's just how I talk. I'm sorry.
When I'm at the bar and like two old ladies sit down, I'm gonna say, "Hey, how are you guys today?" People do that though, and like old ladies get super offended by it.
I'm a lady.
I'm a lady, Earl.
And then you're like, what can I get you to drink, ma'am? And she goes, and you're like, whoa, what was that?
Little dust shot.
A little dusty. And I'm like, that's right. I got Blue Chew in my pocket too, just like your old man. All right. So, anyways, I think that concludes the Hall of Fame.
Well,
There's a
the
video
video
package that's going to
package at
take
the
us
end,
out. Yeah, exactly.
And
Gotta do the video
credits.
package.
We'll have credits.
Yeah, of course. So, yeah, that about does it. Go to prowrestlingtees.com/heels and quads to pick up your favorite heels and quads merch. We need to get a Hall of Fame shirt.
Ooh.
Collarandelbowbrand.com, coupon code heels and quads in all caps at checkout. Mancanwine.com, coupon code heels and quads in all caps at checkout. 25% off your order and free shipping. Of course, check out our Patreon. And of course, check out the Talkin' Shop Patreon, where you can listen to us on the weekends now. The Marks After Dark.
Marks After Dark. I'm sorry. I was still thinking about a Hall of Fame shirt. You know, when somebody has an idea for a T-shirt,
you're ready to get it rolling. Yeah.
This could be the one.
This could be the one that just sends us.
Well, this could be the one that steers the ship into the stratosphere.
Well, of course. Yeah. Steers the rocket ship.
Marks After Dark. Check it out. Patreon.com/talkandshop every Monday before this show comes out. Early Monday morning. I think today, the episode me and Rocky recorded yesterday came out at 5 a.m. on the button. It was scheduled.
Oh, wow. All right.
And people that got that are patrons on patreon.com/talkandshop got the induction of Sex Ferguson just a little bit early. Whoa.
That's true. That is true. Yeah.
He came back. The voice of Paul Stanley came back for... Dude.
He made a cameo.
Man.
Dude, that's a big payday, too.
Just that alone, I'm going to have to sell the house. You're going to have... Hey, stop the loan on yours. I probably shouldn't even joke about that. Levi's going to have a fucking brain aneurysm from this shit.
I'm already on the verge, dude. So it's... yeah.
Okay, I take that back.
So, shout out and thanks to all of our Hall of Fame inductees this year. Big thanks to the boys over at the Talkin' Shop area there for letting us be a part of their stuff, letting us be a part of the Talkin' Shop post show. Sorry I couldn't be there this week, but the shoot job pays the bills, brothers. So I had to do that.
Some piece of shit that you hired didn't show up, so
on his first day. So
congratulations to that fucking
in the piece of shit wing of the Hall of Fame. No, I'm just kidding.
Just give it initials.
The no call, no show wing.
Initials.
DT. The no call, no show piece of shit wing of the Heels and Quads Wrestling Podcast Hall of Fame is DT. Yeah. But I got somebody else hired. Hopefully he's going to start on Wednesday. So
awesome.
Hopefully that'll make my life better.
And hopefully that means that we can record the Marks After Dark episode next week or this week. I don't know how that works. I guess it would be next week on time and on schedule.
And it would be really great if we could record it in my new house. So hopefully
that would be even better.
Yeah. Shout out to the Slowest Bank of the Year award goes to
Slowest Bank Wing.
Slowest loan possible wing. No, I won't do that. I'll do that next year. So that way, I don't want to slow it down any more than it's already
they're gonna see this
down.
and be like,
because this is gonna be on national television, basically. Yeah,
basically paid public access.
public access TV.
Channel
so.
10, Aurora. That was a Wayne's World reference for anybody out there. Got it. By the way, thanks again. Like you said, Talking Shop, The Hoots, Machine Gun, Carl Anderson, Big LG Gallows, and Cute Hoot, Rocky Romero. Thank you guys so much for letting us be a part of what is the Talking Shop universe. And yeah, so if you're new here and this is your first episode, if you followed us from over there to here, this is your first episode. Sometimes they're just bad.
Yeah.
But I think we've got it kind of worked out now where we're not going to do Heels and Quads every week anymore. Probably
as long as we're doing the post-show thing, it'll be like a once-a-month type thing.
Monthly.
Yeah.
We'll figure that out as we go. Time constraints and work and family and all that stuff. Because I even have to slow her down at some point. So, but to all the loyalists of Heels and Quads Wrestling Podcast, we hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed hearing and seeing us again. We missed you. But if you want, I'm not pushing, patreon.com/talkandshop, and you can hear us every week there when we're not here.
So if you just can't get enough, or if you haven't been getting enough, then check that out. Subscribe there so that way you can listen to us.
My darling, I can't get enough of your love, babe.
Can't get enough of your love,
And
babe.
I don't know why.
Can't get enough of your love, babe.
All right.
All right. Well, I have gotten enough of this podcast, so I'm going to hold on with my day. I'm going to fly back to Arkansas, and hopefully this week that was a car horn. Did you hear that?
Was that it was
It's
a
at the
beach
beach,
Jeep.
man. Yeah, it was a beach
Beach.
Jeep driving around.
Was that David
So
Hasselhoff?
anyways, of course.
You're
He's
early,
gonna be
bro.
He's in the German wing next year. Rammstein and David Hasselhoff in the music wing.
Yes.
2 inductees.
Next year.
Because we'll be
You've
in
heard it
Germany
here
next
already.
year.
Deutschland. All right.
We're coming, baby. All right. We'll talk to you guys next
coming
time.
long.
Sometime.
And hard.
Be on the lookout on our Twitter and stuff for whenever we're going to do the next show.
Yeah. Till then.
We'll see. Tell your friends.
Tell your owners. Bye.
I've known you all my life. At least that's how it seems. I've never known another way. Living out a dream.